number two is you can change the time that you're practicing, but you can change the time, the physical time that you're practicing. So for example, if you normally practice in the mornings before work, let's say you practice in the morning and you don't really practice at night, change it up. Maybe instead of practicing in the morning, practice at night when you get home from work or when you get home from the gym or whatever. Or maybe you have a day off from work and you have a little bit of time during the day. Maybe you can practice in the mid-afternoon. Do half of it. If you normally practice for an hour, let's say, you can practice for 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. Just changing up the physical time that you're practicing can do a lot. Because again, once you get in this habit, you get in this rut of doing the same thing over and over again. It's very easy for your brain to for it to not to be stimulated. And the metaphor I will use in this case is like driving to work. So say you've been at your company for a year or 2 or 6 months, and you go there and you go back home every single day. So you're driving there to and from twice a day, and you take the same exact route every single time. It becomes very mundane. It becomes very boring. You probably drive there on autopilot. You don't have to even think about it. You might be thinking about a bunch of other things because you've done it so many times. You know exactly where to go, when to turn. Same thing. And what happens, I'm saying all that because what happens is your brain becomes disconnected. You're not focusing on the driving. Same thing with the piano practice. If you're practicing the same exact thing like we talked about in point number one, or in point number two, you practice at the same time every single day, it's extremely easy for your brain just to go on autopilot and for you to not to be focused on what you're doing. And we want to avoid that because we want to make sure that we are making sure that our brain is also a part of the learning process, because playing the piano is two parts. It's physical, but it's also mental. So you have to be able to physically move around and physically play the things that you want to play, but you also have to have some mental aptitude as well. So we need both of those pieces together. Changing what time you practice can help you get you out of that rut, get you out of that boring, mundane practice routine that you're normally in, so that you can become more focused on what you're doing.